Hey, what's up guys? Dr. M3 here. I've had so many questions about this new addition to my collection. What exactly is it? And here is the full name. It's the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Roadster Xago edition. And you say, well, what makes this different from all the other SVJs? Well, I'm going to tell you that in just a minute, but if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Turn notification on so that you won't miss any of the videos on this car and all the other cars that I post when I do. Okay, so let's talk about this car. Well, it is inspired by a weather pattern, a hexagonal weather pattern over the northern pole of Saturn. It is also inspired by the Hexagonita design language, the hexagons that you see running through virtually all Lamborghinis. Lamborghini himself was really fond of honeycombs, and so you'll see that hexagonal pattern that I've talked about in a couple of my other videos, and that's what this car represents, a celebration of that six-sided ring. Incidentally, the SVJ is lightweight, lots of carbon, and what's carbon? Six-sided. It's a six-sided ring, so it all comes together and it makes sense. Now, the first thing you notice from afar that's unique about these cars, and there are 10 of them that are in fact made, are the hexagonal patterns, the livery that's on the car itself. Now, it's going to be difficult to capture on camera, but what you do see is a hexagonal pattern that's 3D. It's almost a hologram, and the hologram moves across the body panels as you look at them. And it's really an interesting effect. The base color of the car is Bianco Asopo, and again, a throwback, a homage to the Lamborghini Countach. The contrast color is Argento Luna. It's a moonlight silver, essentially. And so that is the base livery that you see over the body fenders. You see it on the doors, both front and rear body fenders. Now, the other thing that you notice is the contrast, and this is what's unique to all of the cars. Remember, I said there are 10 cars that are made, but really they're all one-of-ones because no two are alike. So my color, the contrast color that you see on the mirror caps, on the rocker panel, on the diffuser on the rear, and the splitter on the front, as well as the under portion, inner portion of that ala wing is Verde Speranza. The cool thing about Verde Speranza in this case is that it is the actual color in the Italian flag. And you're going to see how I've sort of used that theme throughout the car to make this not only of one, but maybe a one of one. So we've taken it one step further. So again, what you see is, and of the 10 cars, they're all roadsters. There is no such thing as a Xago coupe. Now, I'm going to say the name again. It's Xago. I mean, I've heard Xago. I mean, it comes from the word hexagon, right? But again, it's Xago, as spelled almost like a Z, Z-A-G-O. So again, let's walk around the car and take a look at some of the finer details. The wing itself is in shiny carbon, and as you can see, the inner part of the wing itself is that Verde Speranza. It's got a cool effect, so when you're driving and looking in the rearview mirror, of course you see this big giant wing, but you see the contrast livery that's on the car as well. Now, every Xago will have, as I said, the shiny carbon. It's got shiny black, and you see those combination. The wheels themselves are shiny black, and if you look at the caps themselves, they're also carbon, shiny carbon. So that's what it looks like on the outside. You can't mistake, and it's not a decal. So let me tell you about what it took to put this together. Lamborghini says it takes 120 hours to put the livery on this car. It is not a decal, it's painted, and it's 3D painted, and literally, as you move across the panel, you can see it propagate, almost like the Matrix, really, propagate across the panel. You've got to see this paint in person to truly appreciate it. It takes 80 hours to create the livery on the interior of the car. And so why don't I stop and kind of show you that in just a moment. So we're going to do a completely separate video talking about all the details on the interior of the SVJ. But a couple of things just to highlight. You can see that the contrast stitching and the main color matches the exterior accents on the car. The hexagonal patterns on the seat also again has that holographic effect that changes its tone as you look across the seat. The other interesting thing that we've done on this car is we have the tricolore, the SVJ, in the actual colors of the Italian flag. And so again, we're going to do a really detailed video because there's some other parts of the interior that I'm not going to talk about now that's unique, that makes this one of one, so to speak. So there's the interior. All right, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I have lots more to come. I am going for my new drive with my POV camera. You're going to want to see these videos, so go ahead, hit the subscribe button, turn notification on, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, because I'm going to post some videos there too pretty soon. So thanks again. Here we go. Start up, and we're going to go for a drive. Oh, so good.